h of 3 minus g of negative 5. First of all, we need to find h. This is h. So it's going to be blank squared minus 2x. That's h. Oops, not x. Do we put a blank here? Minus, what's g? G is 7 minus x. So this is h. This is g. What are we going to plug into them? Well, what's this one say to plug into h? What goes inside? 3. What does this one say to go into g? Negative 5. Can you now plug it in, do all the math? Yes. What's 3 squared? That's 9. And then what's negative 2 times 3? Negative 6. And what's 7 minus a negative 5? That positive 12. So that looks like a 3 minus 12, which is negative 9. You look at the letter to see which function. The number inside is what you're plugging in. Now, again, I don't like this form, but let me rewrite this in another way. Number 7 here is saying f of g of negative 5. So what's the outer function on this one? The outer function is f. So f is right here. F is the outer. Now what's going inside of f? What's going inside? G. Now what's g? Isn't it 7 minus x? Now why did I not put x there? Because aren't we going to plug something in for x? What are we plugging in for x? Doesn't it say here to plug negative 5 in for x? So you're plugging negative 5 in for x. You're plugging g into f. See, I have a lot of plugins. Keep plugging one thing into another thing into another thing. Okay. Order of operations, what's this going to give you? 12. Next you have 4 times 12 is? 48. And then 48 minus 3 is? 45. Okay. This one, h of f of 3. What's the outer function? H. What's the inner function? F. F. What's F? In this particular problem, I'm going to write the whole thing just to help you see it. Some of you might need it. Can I just write it in there? Do I have my... Is this h of f of x? Now, do I want to start simplifying this? No. Because watch. What are we plugging in to f? Only plugging 3 in? Yeah. So can I go for every x and go plug in 3 real quick before I start simplifying it? Could I rewrite this as 4 times 3 minus 3 squared? And isn't this 4 times 3 minus 3? Can you see how I decided instead this time to write the x in and then plug it in? Up here I plugged it all in at once. Depending on your preference, you can write it all at once, or you can write one step and then do the next step. Anyways, now we have all numbers. So this becomes a 12. What's 12 minus 3? 12 minus 3 is 9. So we got 9 squared. Minus 2 times, what's 12 minus 3? Isn't that also 9? Which 9 squared is 81. Minus 18. would be 63. So with these three problems, you're taking the functions, doing something with them, and plugging in numbers. With this, are we going to plug in numbers? No, aren't the x's inside? What this is saying, it's saying take f of x, multiply it by 3. What's f of x? Well, it's just 4x minus 3. Minus, what's g of x? Isn't it 7 minus x? And then isn't it just minus 4? You see I took 3 times f of x minus g of x minus 4. Can you simplify this? Yeah. Let's distribute this. 12x minus 9. Can I distribute the negative? If I distribute, think of this as a negative 1, this becomes a negative 7 plus x. It's like distributing the negative. Let's see, x's. When you combine these, you get 13x. And when you combine all of this, a whole bunch of negatives, is it negative 16 and negative 4 is negative 20? Now, if there were numbers inside of these x's, do you understand we now would just plug those numbers in? You plug them in up here for x, but in this particular problem, we just simplified it.